Alright, people, it's your boy D-Train. Back with another episode of Collective Sounds Podcast. So we here again, ready to do this thing. We got some things we just gonna rap about today. We ain't gonna do nothing too major. Again, as we are, just kicking off 2018, we just trying to figure out how we gonna do this thing. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the last episode, man. We appreciate everybody that took a look at that. Y'all can just go back and listen to it. The episode is called Greatness. It's on YouTube. We provided the link on our podcast page on Facebook. Y'all just go check out Collective Sounds Podcast on Facebook. Subscribe to Collective Sounds TV on YouTube. But anyway, I got my boy Damon Palmer in the building.
Yes, sir. Once again, I'm back.
Yeah, man, we back, man. So we just sitting here cooling. Got these chips and dip and beer and
a little everything.
Just trying to figure out how we gonna do this. So y'all sit back and enjoy it, man. We're gonna get on into this thing again. It's your boy D-Train and Damon Palmer.
Yes, sir. Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Alright, man. So again, we recording this on a Sunday, y'all. So whatever day y'all listening to this, day, morning, night, whatever, hopefully y'all enjoy it. So man, I'm gonna just start out with me, man, just talking about some recent events, man. Basically, man, I just joined the church here not too long ago.
Yes, sir.
So just found me a church family, man, over at Northeast Community Center. So shout out to them for embracing the brother. So just trying to stay on that path of spiritualness, and keep things moving. Other than that, man, I had some big.
What moved you to join church all of a sudden?
Oh, well.
Let's get to it, dude.
Well,
let's not beat around the bush.
We ain't gonna beat around the bush, bro. I'm just gonna go and be real with you, bro. I've been having a lot of issues at home.
Don't we all?
And let's just say the whole the last episode we talked about the whole panic attack and anxiety thing that I dealt with and how I somewhat overcame that. So basically, I was put in a position where just being brought down to that lower level and then built back up. So one thing that's always gonna be the case is that the man upstairs is always gonna be there.
That's true.
We walk away all the time, but he always is there. So
that's true.
I just with my mom and her fiance, we just started going, man, and I got up there and started doing my singing thing again, and the rest pretty much is history. I just knew that I needed a change in my life,
Right.
And if you don't pick up your feet and start somewhere, man,
they're gonna continue to drag.
It's gonna continue to drag.
Right.
So that's really it. Really compelled me, man. And I saw a few other people within the past couple weeks join as well. So
just motivated.
Just motivated me, man.
That's
my
good.
mother joined also. There was another older gentleman that joined. I think his name was Brother Ray.
Right.
And then myself. So, it was a good feeling, man, when you're around all that positivity. And, the thing I like about this church, man, is that it's not formulated, it's not scripted, they don't necessarily have the traditional, like, choir type scenario like most churches do.
Right.
And which ain't nothing wrong with that. But, dude, it's people that I'll come out of nowhere singing and they sit down and, in their chair. And I'm just like, man, what's up? This is
old school.
A cool way of approaching things. I never really seen it like that before.
Right.
So, but
what you look to do into the church?
Singing is definitely gonna be a big portion of it. That's a no-brainer.
I'll be waiting on the A and B selection.
I'm telling you, brother, that's a no-brainer right there, bro.
Yes,
but
sir.
Also, my biggest thing really, not necessarily just a church thing, but at the same time, just getting more into the Word, really trying to understand what my purpose is from a spiritual thing, spiritual aspect, because I feel like once I get that in line, then everything else will come. It's a lot of stuff that I put off from a worldly standpoint for so long. I've been thinking about trying to get back into school, get a degree. Try to get these certifications and things. Just do things to push myself forward. That way, I have something to show my children, just like we talked about before.
Yeah, I was just telling you about.
Yeah, man.
When I get situated doing this is one of the biggest months of my life.
Yeah.
I got some things that's brewing up that's that can be impactful for my family for a lifetime. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. But I was just telling Daytron, man, whatever you start, you have to finish.
Of course, ain't no way around
it. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2, 5, 10, or 15 years, but it's just
it's a process.
It's a process, and if it's your goal and you believe in your dream and your goal. Get to it by any means.
Oh yeah, can't nobody tell you otherwise, man. And keep God first when you're doing it, man. Because at the end of the day, he already know what it's gonna be before it be. So and it's all about elevation, man. That's been the one word that's been sticking out to me for a couple of days now. Just by elevating yourself,
evolve.
You just evolve, and then also pay it forward, man. Because by elevating yourself, you could be elevating others. Like if that brother, that brother Ray didn't join. I probably wouldn't even thought about even joining. I probably wouldn't even got up there.
That's true.
That day, I told the pastor that I wanted to join, but it just go to show you how people can impact you in positive ways, man. So
yes, sir.
And just the way they embrace me, man. The way that I come through that every other Sunday. I was never pressured into say, when you gonna join, when you gonna join. It was one of those organic things, and I feel like that's the way. Things should be, So I'm definitely excited about it, man. I'm excited about a lot of the things that's coming within this year, man. But also, like I said, I got some personal situations going on right now, man. And I had to make some pretty tough decisions recently, and it don't feel good, man. And it's involving my family, But I ain't gonna get into that. But I will say that I know at some point I will overcome it. I'll be able to do the things that I need to do for them. My children, and then we just keep moving from there, man. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
So man. So what you got, D?
What D? It's Sunday, just like you saying. Patriots of Philadelphia,
man, you already know you Patriots, man.
Yeah, that's 14. They gonna win by 14 points.
That boy get the predictions going, brother.
Yeah.
I got some bets to place here,
I got a real big week coming up. This week, a real busy week with the family. We're just knocking out some tasks and goals for the kids and for the family. But other than that, we just taking it one day at a time. Not trying to get too far ahead. Also, not trying to go too far back. But in the meantime, we just trying to build on the podcast and do different things. With the last podcast of greatness, be sure to leave a comment or review at the bottom of the YouTube page to just let us know what we can do better or how we can do it better. Or if you want to just leave a comment and tell us a topic that you guys want us to touch, we can touch that as well. Moving forward, we're gonna try to drop one at least. What you think?
I say we should be able to do 2 or 3 a month. I say depending on how the month fall, we could probably do 1 or 2 topics, and then the third one could be an interview that we do with somebody, or we could just segment it. We'll figure it out, y'all. I'm kind of seeing us if we do interviews, let's say if we do 45 minutes, we can put maybe a 25-minute piece in there where we doing a quick interview with somebody, and then the rest will just be topics or whatever. And then we'll have some segments where they're just a full-length interview,
Yeah, that'll work.
So yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but again, too, I was looking on the Collective Sounds Podcast Facebook page, and I mentioned this in the last episode we did about creating a poll, and I actually found the section in there on the page where you can do that. So y'all just be looking out, man. We'll be putting a little poll together and just kind of see what topics y'all think would be interested to talk about, and whichever one gets the most response or the most percentage, we'll just go ahead and roll with that, and hopefully that gets y'all more involved. These are things that that y'all coming and telling us that y'all want to hear. So yeah, that's really it.
Well, you think we ought to go and jump into that old generation versus new generation?
We might as well, man.
What you want? You want to touch on that lifestyle and relationship, or you want to move past that one and get
boy,
it's just up to you.
We might as well talk about it, bro, because I can't avoid it. It's gonna have to. We've been talking about this for the longest, man. We gonna have to go and get into it. We might as well do it now and get it over with.
Yes, sir.
Might as well.
We'll take it easy.
So, y'all, I mean, if y'all hear some real harshness in my voice, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I don't want this to be too controversial, but it's just some things that I've been holding in for a little while. So I'm gonna let D kick it off and just kind of, I guess, give your what's your outlook on lifestyle and relationships? How do you differ the two? How you go by it? What are some of the things you see on the outside looking in, or inside looking out?
Relationship with me, it takes just let's throw it off.
Oh man,
it takes a man longer to mature than a woman. Just putting his pride and stubbornness in the front of what we call family and his home and in his everyday life. But as I look back on everything that I've done and everything I did in my relationship, I wouldn't trade it for the world because I lived and learned. Now I'm moving different.
Exactly.
Now I put God first and my family immediately after it.
Yes, sir.
But that relationship is nothing to play with.
Nope. Not at all.
If you're gonna do it, give it 100%. Anything you do in life, you have to give it 100%. If not, you'll never get the full potential out of it if you don't throw that 100% behind it. But I guess we gonna go and get to that marriage, dude.
Man, that ain't, man. Okay. Just like D said, man, that 100%. Now most people always say 50-50. I don't really see y'all. Get both parties. Just give it 100, man. Y'all be a team. There's so many people that I've had the opportunity to speak to over the year, and I always just tell them, man, just put that work in, man. Y'all be a team. Y'all, when y'all said I do or whatever y'all situation is, whether y'all just dating or y'all married, y'all make sure y'all just try to elevate like we just got through talking about and move forward.
Because at a time, sometimes, my bad, D, sometimes
good,
it can
bro.
be.
Come on.
Sometimes a relationship can be stagnant, meaning you can go through the motions consistently on a consistent basis, and it's just, you think you know somebody, but a person in a relationship can go through their individual problems.
Oh yes, sir. We all had them, D. I tell you, I had my fair share, man. I came into my marriage with problems, man. And a lot of times, like you said, that stubbornness and that pride gets in the way. But it takes you some time again to elevate. A lot of times you're put in situations, and they may be bad, it may not work out the way you want them to, but it should be a learning experience, So it took me a long time to understand a lot of things. But the thing is, I feel like it's one thing for a person to be standing over you and telling you, or that, hey, well, you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right, or you're not this, or you're not that. Right. It's almost like criticism, and a lot of times we do need that. But at the same time, let up a little bit, and I say that from my own experiences, But I feel like, it just takes time for people to really understand. Some people get it quickly, some people don't. Some people don't get it at all, But I mean, hey, just like I said, just give it 100%. Be a team. Just know you're gonna always have disagreements here and there, man. That ain't you ain't gonna never get around that.
And I just read this quote.
Come on, D.
By a guy named Stefan. It says, "Don't waste time trying to maintain a relationship God never wanted you in the first place."
So that's funny that you say that, because a lot of times, even with that being said, a lot of times we can be put in situations that are not good for us just so he can show us, hey, I got something way better for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, like I said, with all the stuff I've been dealing with, it's been from a mental standpoint, but mental is just as worse as physical. I had this one quote that I shared where it said, like, hey, physical. It said something along the lines of physical abuse is just as emotional abuse is just as bad as physical. It said a person, bones can heal, wounds can heal, but sometimes a mind it can be messed up forever, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
So if you ain't got your mental game on point, man, it's like hey. Things can fall real quick.
So when you in a relationship, D, and when you was on the last podcast and you told us your situation you was going through. And, what are some things that you do to get yourself away from that and try to maybe calm down and cool things down? What are some cool down points you can do?
Cool down points, bro. First thing is always gonna be music.
Okay.
Music has been my thing. Even just minus the singing, just music. Period. Right. Listening to some music, something, whether it's something sad, something upbeat, whatever. I just like music. Period. The other thing is, because I had a lot of anger issues, man. And that's something I had to work on. I actually went to go see an anger management specialist in 2010 about my anger, man. Because I let it get to a point where things got real bad.
We on the same.
And people, you just got to learn how to control it, man. I know it's hard. People like to push your buttons. Everybody done been there, bro. I'm talking about, when I say push buttons, I'm talking about push buttons, bro. You ready to throw down? Yeah. That's not healthy, So
that's true.
I really, how they say, seek and ye shall find. I really did. I really felt like I was trying to seek what was the problem. A lot of people they'll try to justify they wrongdoing or whatever the circumstance are. Well, my mama wasn't here, my daddy wasn't here, my this wasn't here, my that wasn't there. But it's like, well, hey. Everybody, this is like in life. People gonna always be dealt with a bad hand here and there, but you can't make excuses. Just do whatever you can do to fix it. You know what I mean?
I realized in 2018, for the simple fact, I made a lot of excuses these past couple years. And, if I can't do something or if it can't be done, I can't make an excuse about it.
Yeah, true.
And if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it to my best potential. I've been working on it,
Yeah, for sure.
Anything you did in your past or anything you trying to grow from, it won't change overnight.
No,
right?
No, not at
but
all.
if you take the time and you really pinpoint the thing that you know that you're doing wrong or need working on, you can do it day by day.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just trying to take day by day, meaning with my attitude or how I talk to people, or
yes, sir.
my snappiness. Sometimes a person never know what you're going through in your individual life.
True.
And that one word that somebody's saying outside of your family or your household can trigger you to go left. But it's just being aware and alert of what you're doing and what you're saying moving forward.
Yes, sir.
So I don't take I can't do no excuses in 2018.
Man. When you look back at when you look back at your past, it's just a form of reflection. Some people like to deflect. I've been there. I can't tell you how many times I hear that word. But anyway, I'm just like, man, get out my face. But whatever. You know what? Let me chill out. Right. But the best lesson that you could ever learn, man, is that every day, I'm finna hit you again with something that says let everything that has breath praise the Lord, right? Okay. So. Every day I say that to say that every day that you wake up, that you got breath through your body, all your bones working, you're able to support your family, you got a job, you got a car, you got all these things going for yourself. You may have made a mistake a day ago, 2 days ago, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. That's still time to fix it. Even if that person that you may have did something wrong to decides they don't want to mess with you forever in life, it's like, look, you repent, you do whatever you need to do. You said I'm sorry, you said you're forgiven, move on. That's all you can do. You can't make a person be a certain way that you want them to be. And I feel like that's what people gotta understand, man. Like, people stray away from one another because this person feel like you should be doing it this way or I should be doing it that way. Like, nah, man, come on, man, get all about that, man.
Yeah.
We different for a reason.
That's true.
We ain't twins. We ain't identical. We have like what's the word I'm looking for? We have similarities, like as far as the things we may like or stuff like that. But we not identical, man.
I live to learn. I live to learn that in most scenarios and situations in life, like you'll run into a person, they might have that same mind frame you have, but totally different traits. In religion and different things of that nature. But you can all click on one thing that you guys. But the thing is, who can change you? Can't nobody change who you really are.
No, not at all.
You just be yourself and believe in yourself.
That's it.
And however you approach that person, just make sure it's genuine in you.
Yeah.
Before you approach somebody else. But
Exactly.
What? Give me. Let's talk about a topic. We talked about it, man. I don't want to get too deep on that marriage.
No, we can keep going, bro. It's all good. We already in it now. I mean, but if you want to touch on something else and come back to it, we can do that. That's all good.
Let's talk about boyfriend and girlfriend.
Lord Jesus, he want to go there. Before we do that, let's go ahead and hit the people with some music right quick. I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get
right back at y'all. I ain't forgot the time.
No, you ain't gonna forget. We on this thing now, so we gonna let y'all mellow out to something real quick, man. And hopefully y'all enjoying the information that. And again, y'all, we ain't experts. We ain't doctor. This ain't Dr. Griffin and Dr. Palmer. Yeah, we touching on what we've seen over the years and what we've experienced. That's all we talking about. And hopefully this will get y'all minds rolling as to some things that you've experienced in your life. You know what I mean? And
then as well, I would like feedback
because I know
mm-hmm. I'm not the everything I'm saying is not right.
Oh, of course.
Everything they trying saying is not right, but I like constructive criticism.
Oh yeah, come on, go get to us, y'all.
If you guys, after y'all listen to this, if you guys want to, talk to us, tell them the email.
Oh yeah, just hit us up. You can hit us up on the Facebook page, Collective Sounds Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Or you can do Collective Sounds Podcast at gmail.com.
And we can give y'all feedback at any time and just have great dialogue, conversation. Because it's a lot of stuff that people are going through.
True.
In relationships, and they just probably want somebody to talk to. So we just giving this platform. Mm-hmm. So if you have stuff on your mind or your heart. We in a no judgment zone. At the end of the day, we all been through something. D know I've been through something. Mm-hmm. I know Daytron been through something. And
yes, sir.
It's just an open forum for us to get things out.
That's it.
Just so we can have. If you guys got anything on your heart that you've been holding for months and years, feel free to give us feedback.
Hit us up. Now, one thing I will say about it, anything that y'all send us. If it's something confidential, I would suggest you send it to the email. Again, it's collectivesoundspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
If it's something that you would like to share on a more open, from an open standpoint, excuse me, you can put it on the Facebook page. But the only thing I ask about that, like we talking about constructive criticism, there's a difference between constructive criticism and then there's a difference between just being blunt and disrespectful. So I just want to make sure we all on the same page because I know it's a lot of times we vent, we and a lot it ain't always intentional, but you got some people out there that just like
been sitting on it for a minute.
So all I ask is that when y'all hit us up, we keep the dialogue and we keep it copacetic, and again we talking about real issues here. So and again I ain't no expert on this. Everything I'm saying ain't may not be how you perceive it. So and same thing with D. So that's all I ask for. Other than that, man. But hopefully, like I said, we can definitely get some comments on this and just kind of get a feel of some of the things that you guys wouldn't mind putting out there as far as your experiences. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hit y'all with some music, something to mellow out to real quick, and just think a little bit about what's going on in your lives, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna jump into something else, and then we'll revert back to this topic here. All right. So again, it's your boy D Train,
Demond Palmer.
Let's do it, man. We're gonna hit y'all with some music real quick. All right, bro. Peace.